Welcome, one and all, to Rejects and Friends Cold Sweat 2025, benefiting the Planned Parenthood Federation of America. I hope you're all feeling regal today, because I am the King's Pride, but you can just call me Pride, and I have the distinct honor of being your humble host for the start of our marathon. Folks, we have an incredible show lined up for you this weekend, with a whole plethora of talented runners showing off their speed gaming prowess. But of course, we need to start at the beginning. Please join me in welcoming Mini with Super Mario World 3D Any Percent. Mini, meows your time.
Hello. Yes, welcome. This is Super Mario 3D World, and I'm going to be doing Any Percent. This is the version of the game for the Switch, which is a pretty different run to the Wii U. And yeah, I've got with me Orcrist to commentate.
Hi, I'm Orcrist, and I'm definitely an expert in this game, that's for sure.
Orcrist is a fellow 3D World enjoyer, so he's going to be my hype man, so you all know how good this game is. But yeah, let's just get going. We will explain stuff as we go, so let's begin in 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, so, in this game you can play as 4 different characters. Luigi, Mario, Peach, and Toad. You see, I'm playing as Luigi, who is generally the best character to play as. But I'll be playing as all of them except Mario. Mario is useless. No one likes Mario.
Yeah, he has the exact same running speed as Luigi, and he jumps less, so there's just kind of no point in using him for a speedrun.
Yeah, so right at the beginning I'm going to be collecting some cat suits, which is a power-up they added just to this game, and it is kind of overpowered. And I will be using the catsuit for pretty much the entire run, which leads into the donation incentive for this run, which is to pet the cat. So you see I have this pointer on screen. If I point it at the cat, then I can pet the cat. So if you donate $10, I will pet the cat whenever you want.
And it's kind of a feature that's carried over from the Wii U version, where you could use the touch screen to interact with moving objects and enemies on the screen, but they just moved that to a pointer, which is kind of a useful addition for the speedrun, because it allows you to not only move the character and play the game at the same time, but also just, in general, optimize what kind of strats you're doing.
Yeah. So, because I haven't played the Wii version, or at least speedrun it, but I imagine it's pretty annoying to try to use the touchscreen while playing. So it's quite nice to actually just have it bound to motion controls on the Switch version, so I can actually use the pointer.
I pretty much never used it unless it was like a required thing, like move the block, and that's the only way to move the block.
But you will notice that I am actually collecting some green stars in these levels, which is kind of one of this game's collectibles. But you actually need quite a lot of green stars to beat the game. So in the kind of pre-post game, there are, I think, a total of 243 green stars, and I need 170 of them. So like, well over half of the green stars I need to collect to be able to unlock the final level. So pretty much any green star that's convenient and on the way, I will be collecting.
And Mini just took a warp pipe, which is, like, you could say this is the biggest skip in the game, but it's an intended mechanic, so it doesn't really count necessarily. But it's going to be the most levels that we skip at this point, right, Mini?
Yeah, so there's 2 worlds, World 1 and World 4. They have that orange pipe in the second level, which just takes you right to the next world. But actually in World 4, because I need to collect so many green stars, I'm going to be actually doing a lot of World 4 anyway, even though I am taking the warp pipe. But World 1, we skip all of it with that pipe. So now we're just in World 2.
And the thing that you'll see Mini doing, which he's doing right now, is a thing called vectoring, and that's how he's picking up so much speed. Like, there's this funky mechanic in this game where if you kind of turn the character 45 degrees every time you jump, you just kind of continuously build up speed, and that continues to build higher and higher. And it's something that's going to really optimize the movement a lot in this game, is trying to vector as much as possible.
Yeah, so that's the main movement I'll be trying pretty much everywhere. It works particularly well if you're playing as Luigi. It works pretty well if you play as Toad. If I play as Peach, I won't really be vectoring, because it doesn't work very well as Peach. But I only play as Peach for a few levels anyway. Luigi and Toad are the main characters I'll be playing as. So Toad has the higher base speed, but Luigi can achieve higher speeds with vectoring. And speaking of Toad, I'm going to be switching to Toad for this level and for the rest of World 2. So because Toad has the faster speed, he's kind of better in levels with like more tight spaces you have to move through, because there's not enough opportunity to build up speed with Luigi. So like this level. Oops. Okay.
Uh-oh.
So I tried to do a cat dive and then do a jump to retain some speed there, because... Oh my god. So when I'm like beginning my movement, I often do either a roll like this, or just a cat dive and then start jumping, because that gives me a good speed boost. Actually, this start again.
And you saw, like, there's a mechanic in this game, I guess, just to make it a bit easier, that if you mess up, but you don't want to lose your powers, they let you try the level over again, which gives you your powers back. And there are points in the run where it's okay for Mini to just do restart, because he has a cat suit in reserve, and there's going to be one coming up that he can get an additional one. But in circumstances where that's not possible, he's going to need to just quit the game and start the last save state to redo a level.
Yeah, having a cat suit is very important. If I lose my cat suit, I will probably, yeah, like Oliver said, end up reloading my save to get one back. Or if it's in a really bad spot, I might end up just going back to World 1 to pick up a new one. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but yeah, it is really important that I have a cat suit, because it's just so useful for every bit of movement in the whole game.
And they can be kind of few and far between.
Yeah. Okay, so that level wasn't great, but I can get another cat suit in a couple levels' time. And we keep going.
While we keep going, do we have time for some donations?
Absolutely.
Please.
Fantastic, because folks, we are starting off the marathon strong with $50 from Golden Devil 1711, who says, kicking off the marathon with some sweet donations. Very excited for Cold Sweat as a participant, and more importantly, to raise money for such a great cause. And Golden did donate to Pet the Cat.
Ooh. So yeah, as I was saying earlier, I have the ability to pet the cat. So I don't want to like mess up my movement, so I'm going to do them at the end of the levels instead of during levels, but right here is the end of a level. So for Golden Devil, I will pet the cat.
I think that's the most chaotic cat pet I've ever seen.
If there's if there's anything cats enjoy, it's aggressive, fast petting.
Yeah, if you want, you can let me know in your donation if you would like an aggressive pet or a calm pet. Speaking of the cat pets, there's actually a few levels which are like really good for cat petting, like auto-scrollers or boss fights that are slow. Mostly at the end of worlds, so like the end of this world in a few levels time is going to be a really good place, so I will try to save one for that if we have one.
And right now, Minnie is entering a mystery house, which I think there's one per world, if I'm not mistaken. But the basic premise is either reach the goal and touch a star, or kill the enemies and collect the star under a time limit. And they're not always particularly fast necessarily, but because we need so many stars to access the final level, it's a good way to just kind of build up stars, because like this one, for example, has 5, so it's basically good for 2 levels by itself to get us toward that goal.
Yeah, so each world has either a mystery house level or a Captain Toad level, so I can get either 5 stars or 10. So yeah, because I need so many stars, I'm going to be doing all of those, just because there aren't enough stars in just the levels that I have to do.
And these ones too, they're kind of like mini boss battles, which generally are pretty fast as well. Like each one, I was paying attention to Minnie's splits, and they're about 30, 35-ish seconds. So it's a good trade-off for a brief little detour.
Yeah. Also, something I was using in the Mystery House, and also that boss was using the pointer with the motion controls. You can kind of stun enemies, or with the Koopas, I could knock the Koopa out of its shell. So the pointer is good for fighting enemies whenever I have to do that, because I can, yeah, just stun them, make it easier for myself. Oops. Okay, so in this level I have a double cherry. I accidentally got my toads desynced, but got them together again. So I'm going to need 2 of these toads to get the green star in a second, because I have to press these 2 switches out at the same time. Oops. Managed to only hit one of them. There you go. But then I actually only want 1 toad from now on, so I'm just going to leave the other one to die. Rip toad.
Sag.
So it's just annoying to have 2 at once.
Did we dump Nana Toad or Popo Toad?
It's best we don't tell the kids.
This has been an Ice Climbers joke.
Oh, another thing, right here, you'll see that most of the time Minnie is going to attempt to hit the bottom of a flagpole, because if you hit the top, you have to wait for the character to slide down before they hop off, which is obviously a small amount of time loss. And there's also a firework fanfare at the end of some levels if you finish the level on like a 6 or a 3 or a 1, right, Minnie?
Yeah.
So he's going to try to avoid that as much as possible. So if, say, you see him kind of climbing up the pole a little bit to try and avoid like going down it, it's just to kind of avoid that landing on that time and wasting time.
I accidentally pressed the button to choose a random character. I've never done that before by accident. I did not want to play as Peach. I didn't even know that was a thing. Apparently if you press plus, it chooses a random character.
This was her time to shine. What are you doing?
I was pressing plus to skip the cutscene, but I went too early. Anyway, this is an auto-scroller. Do we have any pet cat donations?
We absolutely do. We have $10 from Heidi PhD, who says, "Pet that cat and support human healthcare. Gently, please."
Gently? Alright, hold on.
And just as a reminder, folks, whenever you're donating to Pet That Cat, you can also select a poll and a current target. Those come on your donation absolutely free.
Alright, some good cat pets. Unfortunately, I have to wear this cannon for the rest of the level, so you can't really see the cat, but I can still do some pets.
Pet the cannon.
Exactly. So yeah, this cannon, I'm going to need to get the last green star, so...
Yeah, it's behind a bombable wall, kind of like a little challenge. This game is really fun because it's full of tiny little challenges, like collecting all the green stars or hitting the top of flags. But this is one of like the more difficult early ones where you have to make sure to keep a cannon through the entire level without getting hit.
Yeah, and I actually, in my practice run earlier, I managed to lose my cannon, so hopefully I won't do that here. But here I can also use the cannon to pick up this green star that was over here, which is nice.
It's also one of a handful of auto-scrollers that you have to go through to beat the game, and this one doesn't have any way of advancing the auto-scroller further along, but there are a couple in the future where Minnie is going to be able to push the game forward quicker than it's supposed to. And you may have also just noticed a little stamp there up on that platform. It's kind of just like another fun little collectible. But we really don't want to touch any of those, because that gives you an extra screen at the end of a level and tells you how many stamps you have, and we kind of don't want to do that. So if we see any stamps, we're going to try to avoid them as much as possible.
Yeah. And then here I've got Boom Boom, I think his name is.
Yeah.
And so this guy takes 3 hits, and there's 2 ways I can hit him. I can either jump on his head, or I can do a like cat attack, the cat swipe. So I actually want to jump on his head for the first 2 hits, and then do a cat swipe for the last one, just because of like the animation lengths. It just works out that that's the best combination to do. So I make sure to do that, and then make my way over to the flag, and that's World 2.
Do we know what Bowser wants to do with these little fairies? I don't really know.
Yeah, I have no idea. They're just existing, and then he comes and captures them all for seemingly no reason. But we gotta save them, because we're Mario.
He saw a Zelda game, saw somebody put a fairy in a jar, and said, "I should do that."
Yeah.
Good enough for me. If it's good enough for Link, it's good enough for me.
Yeah. Alright, so on to World 3. And this level is going to be the first time I use Peach. At least, if you don't count when I accidentally used her for a second earlier. So Peach is generally pretty slow. She has the slowest movement speed. But she has the ability to float, which is really useful for levels with kind of big gaps I need to cross. And it also just acts as a kind of safety net for any more difficult levels. Also, hey, you can do a fun trick where if you spam crouch, you can kind of build up a bunch of speed on that ice. That was not very good, but... Oops.
And you may have noticed that this game kind of mirrors the NES game for Super Mario Bros. 2, where you can pick one of 4 characters, Mario, Luigi, Toad, or Peach, and they have kind of the similar stat properties. Like Toad is very fast, Peach can float, and Luigi jumps the highest. So it's kind of a cool callback to an old classic game.
Yeah, it is really fun playing with the different abilities. But yeah, that was the first Peach level, and like I said, those will be few and far between for the most part. I'll use her a lot more for later levels that are kind of more difficult, and I just want the safety of being able to float. But in the early game, I don't use her very much. I'm going to be going back to Luigi for this level.
Luigi time. Let's go.
Oh no, a spoopy ghost level.
Yep,
We gotta get our boy Luigi for the spooky ghost level.
true. Alright, so... Oops. So here I can use the pointer to stop this room from spinning if I just click on it. Just one of the things I can do with the pointer. And then in this room there's a bit of a trick I can do. If I do a cat dive, I can activate this bookshelf when you're supposed to kind of activate a bunch of other bookshelves before you can do that one, but for some reason you can just kind of hit that one through the wall. And then going outside, and in these areas I'm just going to be trying to do vectoring to keep my speed up. And then try and do a pretty big jump in this room to the final green star, which is in that pipe. And then making my way to the flag, which is not this, that's a fake flag. Here's
What?
the real flag.
What?
What?
Bamboozled. Tricked.
You can really see in these straightaway sections how much speed the vectoring really picks up.
Yeah, there's going to be one level later in particular where I can... There's just kind of like a giant open field where I can really try to do vectoring. And I'll also be trying another speed build-up trait called crouch boosting, which is just as important, if not more important, than vectoring. But I don't do it very often because the inputs to do a crouch boost are almost identical to the inputs for a long jump. And if you're not very good at them, like me, you end up just long jumping everywhere, and probably long jumping to your death. So I don't try them in most places, but I will mention when I do them later. And hopefully I do them well, and you can really see a ton of speed build up.
And here we got a Captain Toad level, which you might notice looks identical to the Captain Toad video game. That's because this kind of was a predecessor to that series. We have these cube-shaped levels spread out across the game, and they're not particularly fast to do because all that Toad can do is just run. But you do get a number of stars in each one, so it's a good way to boost that count pretty easily.
Yeah. Anyone remember the very first Rejects and Friends where Happy Bear did a Captain Toad Treasure Tracker run?
I hosted that run, I do.
Oh shit. Press 1 in chat if you were there. But yeah, each of these levels has 5 stars, like you said, and it just is worth to get them all.
While we're meandering around as Captain Toad, do we have time for another donation?
Yes, absolutely.
Fantastic, because we have $20.25 from type_rex177, who says, good luck to the runners this event, and they did donate to Pet the Cat.
Let's go. We love to see it. Alright, I'm going to be just warping back to the start of this world just to do some shorter movement on the overworld. I'm going to be doing that a few times, just sometimes it's better to go back to the start of the world. And this level is a very short level. And hopefully I can make the jumps. Oops. Give me the star. And then we pet the cat. Alright, and in that level I only got 2 of the 3 green stars. There's not many levels where I don't get all 3 green stars. Like I said, we need a lot of them. But sometimes there are ones that are just too slow to grab. And the one there is pretty slow.
I can't believe you finished that level in under 100 seconds, honestly.
I know, it took a lot of practice. Also, something that is really not obvious is that when I'm on the overworld map and the game is kind of unlocking those new paths, I'm mashing the A and B button because it makes that yellow line on the ground appear just a tiny bit faster. And apparently it saves like 20 seconds across the whole run. And it's so subtle that I had no idea until someone told me about it like last week. So it's a very tiny time save, but I am mashing, and it just makes that line move a little faster for some reason.
Today I learned.
Yeah, I had no idea the last time I ran this game last year. Alright, this is, I believe, the only water level, really. At least level where I will end up going underwater myself. So, if you like swimming, this is for you, I guess.
Cats love water, that's for sure.
Yeah. And I believe this is actually another level where I only get 2 of the 3 green stars. And I can use the pointer here to poke these fish and make them spread out. Just a little fun thing to do while I'm waiting here.
That's
It
great.
was an extraordinarily ominous room.
Yeah.
Just like pitch black with sea wrecks, like, holy my goodness.
Yeah, not much going on for this level if you have any donations.
Oh, Minnie, I have so many donations coming in. We have $25 from Stuckero, who says, very happy to participate in another RAF. Let's PP up this great cause that provides a very much needed service. Good luck to all the runners and staff. And Stuckero did donate to Pet the Cat, but also Stuckero donated for all of our other wonderful incentives. Folks, we have a poll up right now for Wind Waker that will be coming up to save or kill Grandma. I don't know that kill Grandma is especially like accurate, but it is winning. So
Oh no.
if you want to save Grandma, get your money in now.
God damn.
I, for one, would love to see Grandma get killed. Alright, going back to Peach for this level. This is a level, optimally you would use Luigi, but hopefully you will see why I prefer Peach on this level, because there are some very big jumps I have to make, and I do not have the speed build-up skills yet to just make these jumps as Luigi. So that was a pretty big jump right there that I made. You saw me use the Peach float to make it easier for myself. And then I start in here.
Very nice.
And then this next thing is I actually would like the time one.
This game is pretty cool for skips because the death planes or the kill planes are really low, so you can really just like skip a bunch of stuff through cat diving, like into the void.
Yeah. Alright, so I make this big jump onto this block, and then float all the way to this green star, hopefully. Ooh, okay, didn't quite make it, but that's okay. Alright, so ideally I would make it all the way to that green star and then just dive from the green star to the flag. But that was fine. As long as I get the green star, that's all I care about, really. Alright, and then I'm actually going to be using Peach for the next level as well. This one, it is actually just optimal to use Peach, not just me being bad at the game. Because I'm going to be doing... I mean, that's probably some insane strat where you play as Luigi and jump across the whole level, but This level's pretty cool because it's an auto-scroller, but there's actually a really cool trick I can do to basically speed it up and make it not an auto-scroller at all. So there's going to be this train. Yeah, so there's this train here, and there's also a train over here. And if I just float across between the two trains, it actually will advance the auto-scroller. So I'm going to just keep going back and forth between these two trains. And if I do it correctly, then I can just basically skip the entire auto-scroller. Oh, that's unfortunate. Missed at the very last jump.
Fun fact, this works in real life too. If you jump between trains, you will die.
Yeah.
I think this is my fault because I was going to mention something about depth perception. Because if you're thinking like it's kind of hard to tell where Peach is in depth perception, you're not alone. This is a bit of a challenge sometimes in this game.
Okay, there we go. And then Captain Toad is in this box for some reason and will give me the last star. So you'll notice when I'm doing kind of big jumps like that, I'm also constantly doing a cat swipe attack. And that's because when you're mid-air, the first time you do a cat swipe, it just like sets your vertical speed to 0. So if you're like falling, then it will just prolong your fall. And then subsequent cat swipes after that will not set your speed to 0, but they'll make you fall slower. So basically, anytime I want to do a distance jump, I will just be spamming those cat swipes to keep my height as much as I can.
I'm sorry, I entirely forgot that this game introduced a Weeaboo Koopaling. You know, what's the best thing for train's engine room? I know, tatami mats, a famously very, like, soilable material.
Yeah.
That's where I keep my coal.
Okay, World 3 is done. And then between World 3 and 4 is going to be a boss level. There's going to be another one of these later as well, just kind of between world mini-boss. But there's not too much to this, so any donations, you go ahead.
Absolutely. I have so many donations for you. I have $10 here from Coco who says, I might need to turn my mic down a little bit for this one. Woo! Yeah! Super Mario 3D World, let's go! minimini352, yeah!
Woo!
Thank you so much, Coco. They did donate to Pet the Cat.
Alright. And as I went into that cutscene, I did a long jump, and I was spinning my control stick during the long jump so that I could buffer a spin jump at the start of this fight, which let me just get an instant hit on this guy, and then just some ground pound jumps is enough to just completely destroy him.
Yeah, it's supposed to be kind of an auto-scroller where you wait for other smaller snakes to pop out of the ground and bounce on their heads towards Histocrat, but you can just jump on him.
And pet the cat.
Pet, 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 pet.
Alright. Something that I'm doing all throughout the run, which I don't think I've mentioned yet. Another thing that the pointer can do is that if there's a green star that like spawns after, say, like defeating a boss or something, usually you have to wait like a second before the game actually lets you pick up the green star. But if I point at it with the pointer, then it lets me pick it up instantly. So anytime there's like a green star spawning, I will have the pointer on it so I can pick it up a little faster.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Alright, World 4. I did lose my cat suit in that train level, but I can get another one here, which is good. See if I can make this jump at the beginning. There we go. And just a lot of rolling through here, because there's not really space for me to do any vectoring or anything. Oops. And then in this pipe is the second green star. Going to be bouncing on these ants. One. And then use the pointer to hit these blocks to get my backup catsuit back. Grab that star with the same dive that climbs the wall, and then a purposeful damage boost there. I think the only damage boost in the run that I do on purpose. To skip waiting for those big ants. And yeah, make it to the end of the level. Also, you might have noticed that when I don't have a catsuit on, Luigi, or any character, they actually grab the flagpole a lot faster, because when you have a catsuit, when you grab the flagpole, they kind of climb up the flag, or they wait for you to climb up the flag. So it's actually like a second faster to grab the flag without the catsuit. But it's just, the catsuit is so powerful, it's just worth to have it anyway. For the most part.
That level especially shows off how useful the catsuit is.
Yeah.
So the catsuit lets you kind of cheat by climbing the pole if you're not able to like, get up there well enough?
Yep.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is that since it's slower, that means that cheetahs never prosper.
Yeah.
Don't laugh at that, I beg of you. Please respect yourself more than that to laugh at it.
No chance. This is a level with one of those warp pipes in it. Oh, Minnie just avoided a stamp. Nice. We're going to come back later to do that, but we're going to finish some levels in this... Ooh, shit. We're going to finish some levels later in World 4 and come back here for that warp pipe. But yeah.
That was unfortunate. I just was going a little too fast and just overshot the platform completely. That's okay.
And poison and lava kind of act the same way. They're just instant death in this game.
Yeah. It's okay, because I can get a... Oop, I got the stamp.
Stamp! I called it.
I can get a backup cast in this level, so it's not too bad that I died. And then I can use the pointer to pick up these green star kind of coins, which is pretty handy. So yeah, like Okra said, there is one of those orange pipes in this level, but it's just, I need so many green stars that I'm going to play up to the Mystery House level, and then come back and get the wall pipe later. Oh yeah, and here's my stamp. This is why I want to avoid stamps, because it has that really long animation of showing you the stamp.
But can't you just wait to post it to the Miiverse and share with everyone else your achievement?
Yeah, you gotta show off your swag.
My one stamp of a pipe. Very cool. Alright, another mini-boss. Just these little guys I gotta throw in the lava. Nothing much here. You could read a donation if you would like.
Fantastic, because I have a $25 donation from Mr. Rick W001, who says, good luck with the runs. And Mr. Rick did also donate to pet the cat.
Thank you, Rick. I will pet the cat in the next level. I'm going to be playing as Peach in the next level, so I think it'll be the first Peach pet opportunity. Yeah, another level where it's not optimal to play as Peach, but you'll see there are some big jumps that I have to make. Well, really, one big jump I have to make. Right, and like I said before, I don't really vector. I'm mostly just doing cat dives and using the speed from that. And bouncing on these mushrooms.
This level has one of the better songs in the game. It's a pity it only has one or two good songs, though. The whole soundtrack is a bit mid compared to other Mario games, huh?
Yeah, one of the only good songs. Maybe the only one, actually.
Probably.
Oops. Yeah, I wanted to bounce on that spring, but I missed my ground pound. And then here at the end, I'm going to be doing some jumps to skip waiting on that moving platform. So just skip that completely, jump all the way to the... And that's why I play as Peach.
Nice.
But if you're good at the game, you can just do it without. And I completely forgot to pet Peach, I'm sorry. I'll do it in the next level.
Our Peach pet, no!
When do I play as Peach next? It's not for a while. I mean, someone else will donate for Peach, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's a while.
Get in your donations now if you want to bank them for Peach pets.
Sure. Okay, yeah, this is the Mystery House level, which is why I was playing through. Because this one has 10 stars, so it's very worth. Let me do that pet now. Sorry, it's not Peach.
And he's using Toad for this one because these are all kind of like long straightaways where you're going forward as quickly as possible toward the green star. And the other day, maybe yesterday, Minnie accidentally used Peach on this, and it kind of showcased just how much slower she is because he lost about 8 seconds just to all this straightaway movement.
Yeah, Peach is very slow. Yeah, just 10 quick sections for 10 stars. Definitely worth to come here. Actually, a really cool thing that was in the Wii U version of this game, that they patched out in this version, is that in the final world of the game, World 8, there was actually a way that you could get out of bounds on the overworld map. So you would actually go out of bounds and then like fall through the overworld to this level without actually having to unlock it. So it was some really cool routing that they patched out for this version, where you would delay this until you're in World 8. Yeah, because they patched it out, I have to just play through this world normally.
Nice number of stars.
Thank you.
We're on Twitch too much. Now we're gonna go back to that warp pipe.
Yeah. Alright. So, for those who really love this level, I'm sure we're doing it again.
We get to see this level 3 times.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get the stamp again, who knows?
More pipes!
Well, I did already get the stamp, so sure.
4,000 points.
True. And then, yeah, the pipe is just up here. Oops.
So not super well hidden, and it only skips you to the next world, so it's not like a gigantic game-breaking thing, but it's still fun.
And you'll see, I actually only ended up skipping 2 levels of this world with that pipe. So it's actually a bit surprising to me that it's worth to do that, instead of just beating the rest of the world normally, but I don't know, I didn't make the route.
So the orange fairy's just, like, jarred forever?
Oh yeah, he's there forever. Or she. Even when you get to the end of the game and Bowser, like, captures all of them again, the 2 that we skipped are just missing. They're just gone.
I love that the game accounts for that, actually. That's really fun.
Yeah. And you can actually see, like, where they're supposed to be as well. Like, they're all standing in a row, and there's just 2 gaps. But yeah, this is another Captain Toad level. Pretty simple. This one I have to use the pointer to move these platforms as well. And then there is a big scary chasing me. Pretty terrifying stuff.
Captain Toad is very brave, though, so it's alright.
He is. And then, actually, I'm going to be going to another Captain Toad level immediately after. So I said that every world has either a Captain Toad level or a Mystery House level. That includes World 1, which we never did one of those levels for. And that's because World 1 has like a river going through it, so I couldn't actually access the Captain Toad level, so I never beat the level which unlocks the bridge. But there are some hidden pipes on the overworld, which will actually take me back to World 1. So I go through those, and now I can actually access the Captain Toad level, which is some pretty fun overworld routing to get here.
I love the mental image of, oh my goodness, we have to go back for Captain Toad, and the Green Fairy's just like, help!
Yeah, that's the thing we forgot in World War I, Captain Toad. But yeah, so this is intended to be the first one. Pretty simple. There are these moving platforms, so I'm gonna have to just wait for them anyway, so I just make the same cycle every time. Use the pointer to freeze those enemies for a sec so I don't get hit, but otherwise, very simple. You can do a donation if you'd like.
Fantastic, because I have $10 here from Anonymous who says, meow, pet pet. Can we get some
Meow.
pet pets in chat? All caps.
Alright, now we're back to World 5, and this level has a really cool trick, which I think should just kind of speak for itself if I get it first try, which hopefully I will. Oops. Dropped my shell. So picking up this shell, doing some vectoring. And you can do an infinite shell jump to make it to this island. So normally you're supposed to get some key pieces to unlock the box. But for some reason, if you build up speed, you can just shell jump infinitely.
Just to clarify, in case it was not clear, that Anonymous did want you to pet the cat.
Yeah, I figured. I will do that at the end of this level. Yes, can I do it on here? Oh my god, I've never done this before. You can pet the cat on. This
That's
is
called
not
tech.
quick.
Mini thoughts on Plessy?
Plessy, I like Plessy, but this is the only time we use Plessy. I guess pet the Plessy, that's what that donation can... Pet Plessy.
Perfect.
Is Plessy meow?
He can.
Sure.
He does. He
It could
doesn't,
if-
but he can.
Alright, so yeah, cool shell jump in that level. Actually, if you're insane at this game, you don't go for that shell jump, and what you do is you just build up a ton of speed, and you just straight up make that jump in one go. Which I am nowhere near good enough to do, but if you're interested, look at the abs.
They would have to pick up a Tanuki leaf for that, right?
That's what I thought. The previous world record did that, but the new world record that was set like a month ago actually doesn't. They just do it with the catsuit.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Oh no. Only 100 seconds to do this level.
Oh god. I don't know if I'm gonna make it.
And you certainly won't get all 3 green stars. That'd be impossible.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. How did he
God,
do it,
gamer.
guys? Insane. Impossible.
My heart is racing. What a rush. Okay. Also, I had to use 80 stars. Well, not use, but I needed to have 80 green stars to unlock, which is exactly the number that I had. So that's actually the reason I did both the Captain Toad levels right at the start. Because I think in terms of like overall, it's actually a bit fast to do the World 1 Captain Toad later, but I actually just needed the green stars to do that faster. Oops. Okay, and then the next level is a level that I mentioned earlier, which has like a really open field. So I'm going to be trying to do vectoring and crouch boosts to build up a ton of speed. Hopefully I can do something that looks somewhat impressive, because it's really the only chance I get to do it.
Yeah, if you've had any trouble noticing any difference when he vectors, now is going to be a good time to watch the screen.
Yeah, just the second half of this level is hopefully going to be very fast.
And the vectoring also extends your jump as well. So if you kind of jump across a large gap and turn the control stick 45 degrees, you'll see that it also keeps pushing him out further and further.
Yeah. So I'm gonna just get a green star from this bunny over here. Oops. See if I can do some cool crouch boosts. No, I did a ground pound by accident. Okay, well, you could see a little bit, maybe, but you can go much faster than that. It's okay. I will have one other chance to do that later, where I kind of have to go faster. Which trick I'm going to be trying at the very end. But yeah, that's like what I was saying before. The inputs for that are you land from a jump, then you do a crouch, you stop pressing crouch, and then you jump, which are very similar to long jump, and also ground pound input, which is why I did a ground pound by accident. So it's just very annoying that doing the inputs can easily cause you to lose your speed instead. That's okay, I got a few crouch boosts. Now this level is Cakewalk Flip. It has these platforms that's every time I jump, so I have to kind of be careful of which way the platforms are every time I do a jump.
And I think this level mechanic came from the game's predecessor, 3D Land, I think.
I did not grab... Oops. Wait, am I stupid? Okay,
Uh-oh.
I am stupid. Okay, I missed one of the first green coins, and I forgot that the green coins actually move with the platform, so it was under the platform and I didn't see it. I got confused. It's okay, I hit the checkpoint. Alright, that's fine. Just a silly mistake.
And because of how tight the routing is, we kind of can't skip any green stars in the route if we forget them.
Yeah, I have one backup green star that I know of, so hopefully I don't miss. Alright, this next level is really fun if it goes well. Just a lot of space to build up a lot of speed if it... Just some cool platforming. And the kind of mechanic of this level is there are these searchlights which builds. Use one to their green star. And then
just kind of charging through the spotlights with reckless abandon.
Yeah. And this green star. And then I hit this enemy to turn it into the spring. So I can take it up here to the final green star.
And this is Minnie's favorite star, which she actually did very well this time.
Yeah, it was okay. Could have been better. Okay, and then we are on to the final level of World. What world is this? World 5. This is another great level for cap heads. Do we have any cap head donations?
We don't have any cap head donations, but we do have an update on our polls and our targets right now. Kill Grandma is still in the lead, but Save is creeping up there. So if y'all want to save Grandma from a horrible fate of wasting away, it's only math $30 behind.
Yeah, if anyone does want a lot of cap heads, now is when you want to donate. This level is great for it, during the boss fight. And then here I can get another cat suit because I lost my backup one. We managed to not get hit there, which is good, so I keep my cat suits going into what. Alright, any last second donations?
Get him in now, folks.
Very good movement.
I could be patting right now, but I'm not. I'm just pointing at him. Yeah, this boss is basically just an auto-scroller. I would just be patting Luigi there, but instead, no pets for you. Sorry, Luigi. Alright, this time we get the purple-haired fairy.
This game is kind of interesting because it has kind of a lot of gameplay. Like there's 12 levels technically, but we're only going to do the first 8 because that's where the first part of the game ends and goes to the credits. That's just sort of where any percent ends, but there's a whole bunch of bonus content after. So if you're thinking that this game looks fun, you're correct. It is fun, and there is a lot of like really cool challenges after the main game is finished.
Yeah, there's a ton of post-game levels in the game. And also in 3D Land. I think in 3D Land they have like a whole another set of 8 worlds in post-game.
Yeah.
But yeah, just up to World 8 for this run.
And Minnie here is going to be killing all of these spike blocks to get an extra life because he's a coward and is afraid of dying.
Yep. That's right. Ooh, nice. It actually made the fastest, well, not the fastest cycle for me. Those fuzzies moving in and out of the pipes.
And these are a good section of levels to show off the power of vectoring because a lot of these, well, vectoring and the catsuit, because there's all these pipe sections that the game wants you to go through and very carefully calculate where you're going, but you can sort of just skip them all by jumping in the correct way and climbing in the correct way. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, so you're supposed to go in and out of these pipes a bunch to collect these, but much faster for me to just use the catsuit, grab them.
It's the power of direction and magnitude.
Yep. I don't actually know why it's called vectoring, to be honest. It doesn't make a ton of sense to me.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a reason.
I feel like speedrunners are enough of a nerd that, like, I trust it, right?
Yeah, true.
It's a bit of a buzzword in the Mario community, I feel, because I've also played or speedrun Odyssey a bit, and they talk about vectoring a bunch, which it has kind of a similar but less powerful effect in that game. But yeah, it's kind of a Mario thing, it seems.
Anybody who's watched a Mario Odyssey trick jumping compilation knows about vectoring.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of, we have a Mario Odyssey run tomorrow, don't we?
We do.
I believe that we do. That'll be run by the illustrious Phazon Tune.
Nice. Alright, this level I have to kill these bullies, and using the pointer to help me out. Because when you knock them towards the edge, they never actually just fall off the edge in one. They always kind of get stuck on the edge, and then you have to hit them again to knock. So I kind of just do one big knock towards the edge, and then just poke them with the pointer to do the final hit. Right, and then the next level I'm going to be going back to Peach, finally. So, I guess because I missed it earlier, I'll do an extra Peach pet.
If we want extra Peach pets, get them in now, folks.
Yep. Actually, the best time for Peach is World 7. I'm going to be using Peach for pretty much the entirety of World 7, because I suck at World 7, and I need the safety. So if you like Peach, World 7 is your time.
And I think Peach is a good skip here. Well, it's not really a skip, but a good strat here, because the game wants you to wait for these RAFs to move into a certain pattern to get the screen star. But with the floating ability, it makes it a bit easier for Minnie to just go out the backside and then come in on the raft.
Yeah.
Right. Very nice.
So, because of these rafts, this level is basically on a cycle.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter how fast I go for the whole level, because, see, I'm going to be just making the same cycle every time anyway. A ton of spare time. If you play as Luigi and you go really fast, you can actually make the previous cycle. But I'm nowhere near good enough to go for that.
I was
So
about to make an Imagine a Bus joke, driven by Luigi, but it turns out if it's driven by Luigi, the bus is faster.
And I forgot to pet again. God damn it.
No!
I just cannot pet Peach. I was standing on the raft for like 10 seconds, and I didn't think to pet Peach.
Folks, if you'd like to mention the mini for missing the Peach Pets, donate. I'll read it.
You know what? I can play as Peach in this level. I'll do it right now.
Any missed cat pets have to be paid an interest toward the cat that lives at Minnie's house. Which I think you have a cat, I'm not sure.
I don't have a cat, but I could. Alright, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna pet Peach. Alright, check this out.
Let's go!
First try.
I also love that that boss does not have any recovery time to get back to like angry eyes, so he just looks like very concerned and confused in the entire boss fight.
Yeah. Right, oh, here is an epic trick coming. This bridge. If I jump correctly, I can get a little speed boost on it. See if I can get it. I got it!
Whoa!
Tiny speed boost.
The frames!
That's
Alright,
a chat
so-
for the gay bridge boost.
Alright, this level, I actually used to do this as but I've since switched to doing it to Toad. Mainly because of this jump here. Pretty huge jump right here. I used to always play as Peach to make that, but I have since gotten good, and I can make it as Toad now.
Are spin jumps the highest jumps that you can do normally?
I think so, yes.
Okay. There aren't that many of them in the run, but that's a small instance of it to get to that green star quickly.
Yeah, it's usually done kind of in those mystery box scenarios or during the histocrat fight where I can kind of buffer it.
Yeah.
But I usually don't want to be like standing around and spinning my stick for a second. Alright. This next level has a pretty huge skip. So this is a complete auto-scroller level. However, there isn't actually anything preventing me from just going through the level. So I'm going to be doing most of this level completely blind. And hopefully I can advance the auto-scroll. So I'm going to be using my controller rumbling as a cue to know where I am. Okay, hopefully this is good. Nice. Okay, that's the first part. So I just did that entire level blind, and then reached the end and it advanced to the end of the auto-scroller. Now I'm going to be doing something similar here. To get this green star. Okay, nice. That was really good.
Easy.
Yeah, so that's scary because obviously I'm completely blind, which is difficult enough, but there's also this like random death plane for no reason at some point during the level that I have to avoid, and then the like moving parts that can crush me, so I have to kind of know what cycle I'm on. But yeah, that was really good. I could have made one faster cycle on the first part, but that's fine.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the more exploitable auto-scrollers in the game.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I'm using my controller rumbling as a cue to know, because it actually makes different rumbles depending on like when you land from a jump or when you go through a cloud or something. It's kind of weird that you can actually tell the difference between them. Very helpful there.
So this is go ahead.
Yeah, just the idea here is I'm using these baseballs to just pick up the stars, basically. The pointer is kind of overpowered in this one. Because you can't actually use the pointer to pick up green stars, but if I pick up one of the baseballs with the pointer, I can then use the baseball to collect the green star, so it effectively means I can just pick up the green stars with the pointer. Alright, and then another long auto-scroll. Donations.
Well, I would like to bring up that, folks, Kill Grandma is still in the lead, but Save is creeping on up there. We also have another target, though. We have for Skyward Sword, collect all 15 loose crystals, and that's already over halfway done. We only have $95 left to go on that. If anybody is not familiar with Skyward Sword, collecting loose crystals is a fairly slow, painful process that Golden Devil has volunteered themselves for. So if you'd like to see a Skyward Sword runner lose their mind, actually I think that Golden loves loose crystals. So, you know, if you want to support that sick habit, yep, Golden's in the chat already, supporting loose crystals. So that is only $95 away from being met.
Alright, so this level, just a ton of bombs everywhere, and I'm gonna use one here to get this green star. And then I can advance the auto-scroller this bit.
You can really see how useful the pointer controls are to just pick up bombs and take them where you want them to go.
Yeah, and then the end of this auto-scroller is always terrifying to me, because it's very easy to fall off there. And there's this weird thing where, like, when you try to jump up, like, at the end of the auto-scroller, the kind of boundary can kind of push you in a weird way, and I've had that kill me by accident in the past, so always a bit scared at the end there. But that was fine that time. And then just as before, I'm going to be jumping on this guy twice, doing the cat swipe for the final attack, just for the faster animations. That is World 6 done.
You might be thinking why we keep seeing Boom Boom and Pom Pom and no Bowser, but it's probably because we skipped the Bowser fight in World War One. Yes, World War One, where we fought Bowser. Whoa. But yeah, you're supposed to do this car boss battle in the first world, and that's going to come up again later. But yeah, we just keep fighting Boom Boom and Pom Pom over and over again with different iterations.
Folks, donate and tell us your thoughts on which side of World War I do you think Bowser fought for? Which country specifically? Personally, I feel Bowser's France.
Yes.
He was in the trenches.
Yep.
Yep. Right. Another one of these between world bosses. The last one was Histocrat. This guy is called Motley Boss Blob, which is a name.
It's a beautiful family name.
Yeah.
Oh, of the New Jersey
Mr.
boss
Boss
blobs.
Yeah. And this guy's pretty annoying, and they kind of give you the small advantage of cherries to duplicate yourself as a little, like, protection. But if you're cool like Minnie, you can anticipate where the big blob mech golem thing dissipates and then jump directly on the vulnerable enemy's head.
Oops. Or I can miss it like that.
Or you can miss it. That's true.
Yeah, same idea here. I want to jump ahead for the first two, and then swipe for the last one. And yeah, not too much going on. Okay, I actually messed up. I'm not sure how I ended up landing on his head there. Sure. Not a big deal. Okay. Now we are going into World 7, which is the scariest part of the run for me. I just suck at pretty much every level in World 7. Hopefully it won't go too bad. I have practiced it a bunch, but it definitely could go bad. And yeah, like I said before, I'm going to be using Peach pretty much this entire world. The exception of the first level and one of the later levels.
So, folks, if you want to get some revenge for Peach and get some pets in, donate now.
Yeah.
Definitely some very cool vectoring and platforming going on to skip some of the pipes and slower sections.
Yeah, this level, I used to do this as Peach. I have since started doing it as Luigi. It's the only level in this world where I have stopped being a baby, but see how it goes.
Also,
So,
Minnie, you said World 7, but that's very clearly World Castle. I don't know if you know how to count, but I'm a speedrunner. I, of course, know how to count. The Castle comes after 6.
My bad. So yeah, some vectoring to make the big jumps. And then this one at the end. Oh, okay, got it.
Ooh, very
I managed to accidentally ran into that torch on the last jump. Definitely had enough speed, but I just killed it by hitting that torch. Managed to save it. Alright. Not dying is good.
Yeah. This is kind of the section where if we die, we have to reload the save because there's not a lot of cat suits in this level. Or this world, rather.
Yeah, I don't get enough one until, like, the second to last level.
Luigi time.
Nope, not Luigi.
Oh no, 100 seconds.
Oh, god. Right, this one I'm just using these speed boosts to go fast, except going fast with the speed boost is actually not. If you are good at the game, you play as Luigi and you do a bunch of vectoring, and you save like 20 seconds over what I'm doing, because the speed boost pads are actually quite slow compared to how fast you can go. But I suck, so I just play it safe. I can use the pointer to kind of freeze these spike things spinning around.
While we're playing it safe, we have $10 from You Done Goofed, who said, "Heck you, pet Peach again," and you missed it again.
Oh, my bad. It's okay, I'm Peach in the next level. Don't let me forget.
Don't worry, I won't.
There is actually one place where there's almost a forced pet in this level, because I want to be pointing at where a green star spawns, and it's just also where I'm standing. So you'll get double pets, I guess. Yeah, again, you would do this as Luigi if you were good. I'm not good. So, yeah, these jumps, I'm just... I'm scared. And then grab these coins for the star. And I'm going to use the pointer to defeat this bully in here, and then pet Peach to grab the green star. And I'm just remembering I wanted to practice this part, and I forgot, so hopefully this goes okay. Oh, okay, that was sketchy. And then just one last jump to the end to pet Peach.
And even if this is quote-unquote the safe strat of using Peach, these are pretty difficult jumps to space out and time with all the cycles of the level, so it's pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, very cycle-based level. But that was not too bad. Okay, and then I will be briefly switching to Toad for a couple levels, or for this boss fight and the level afterwards, and then going right back to Peach again. So this guy's going to spawn these 3 rocks that I need to hit him with, and my goal is to try and preserve all 3 of these rocks so I don't have to spawn later.
Sorry, is this boss's name Brolder?
I think it might be.
It is.
That sounds like something that like frat boys would call each other. Just like, "What's up, Brolder?" No, Gym Bros. That's it. Sorry. It's like, you're getting swole, Brolder.
Yeah, maybe we need to start that. Okay, yeah, staying as Toad for this level. This level isn't too scary, and there's a lot of movement in tight spaces, which Toad is generally the best for. I actually didn't need that. I already had my spare Katsu. I'm so used to having wasted my spare Katsu at this that I just grab that every time.
Minnie was using the pointer controls there to freeze the Comax before they get attacked to make it easier to kill them. And here's a cool vector. See how it really pushes him further and further out?
Yeah, there's a few levels in the game. No more in this run, but like post-game levels where there's just like really big jumps and you just, like optimally, you just jump completely in the wrong direction, and then the vectoring is so powerful, you build up so much speed going sideways, you just end up making it anyway. No idea how I didn't get hit there, but...
I don't know either, but that was pretty good. That level is a bit scary because when you're descending, the movement is a bit blind, and those enemies have a cycle of being able to hit you or be vulnerable. So it's a pretty trolly one. And is this our last Captain Toad level?
This is going to be our last Captain Toad level. So...
You get an 07 in the chat for Captain Toad.
Yep. Rest in peace, Captain Toad.
We have to put him down after the game.
We're killing him.
The same fate as Grandma.
Folks, if you'd like to save Captain Toad...
Yeah, he goes out with a pretty good level though. This one's fun. It's also very cycle-based though. So hopefully I won't mess up any of that. With these thwomps just going up and down. You can actually freeze the thwomps by pointing at them and clicking on them. And you can theoretically make like a slightly faster cycle if you kind of stop and start the thwomps in the right way, but it's really annoying to go for that, so I just go for the cycle that you get normally. And there you go. Captain Toad is dead. GG.
I just imagine it's like the end of a documentary, just like a, black and white picture of Captain Toad. It's like, Captain Toad was killed in World War I by an errant Bullenville.
Oh, no.
He died for a noble cause.
It was one day before Armistice was called. It's like All Quiet on the Western Front.
He was very helpful.
Mushroom Front.
He collected 20 green stars for me. Thank you, Captain Toad. Anyway, back to Peach. This level is really fun if it goes well. It very well might not go well. We'll see. A lot of floating across big gaps like that. No. Oops. Collect this green star. Actually collect it. And then skip going through this pipe.
And the lava is kind of rising and lowering, so it makes some of the jumps a bit sketchy.
Yeah. And then this jump is pretty big too. Oh, no.
No, okay. Peach.
I ended up sliding in a weird way. I'm prepared for that. It's okay. I guess I don't need to get this again. I already have the green stars. Alright, let's not do that again. There we go. Dude, these invisible blocks are so annoying.
Kaizo blocks.
There we go. Yeah. There's just two of them in like random places in that path when I'm trying to avoid getting eaten by fire monsters. That's okay. I have to lose my spare catsuit in this next level anyways. It's not actually a huge deal that I lost it there. Because in this level, I'm actually going to be getting a boomerang power-up. One of the only times in the run I get a power-up that isn't the catsuit.
And this is the castle level of World Castle, so clearly this is the end of the game, right?
Yeah, it's Castle.
Yeah, I mean, Castle. What could possibly be after Castle?
Catzel. That was a terrible. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
It was. Alright, you grab that green star, and then... Oh my god, boomerang suit. Movement is very annoying with the boomerang suit, so I'm going to switch back to the... And then a little bit of vectoring there on that long jump. And then this is why I want the boomerang suit, to get this green star. That is the last of the boomerang suit.
It's got to go live with Captain Toad out on the farm.
And then, oh, do we have any pet donations? This is
We
a great
do.
time.
We have a very special one though. Nimbus125 donates $10, asking, "Can we get a pet for Mario?" Pause.
Let me
What
think
do
about
we
that.
think the odds of that are?
In the meantime, I'll give some Peach and Bowser pets. And do Bowser
Those
belly rubs.
rubs.
Yeah. Is there anywhere I could be Mario? I mean, I could just enter a level as Mario and then exit, I guess.
The gap.
That
It's
works
so
too.
right. It's a very conspicuous, too very wide gap.
Oh, yeah.
It's like that Grandpa Simpson meme, walking in the room and then walking back out.
Yeah. Okay, I think there is a place I can... I'll do it in the Mystery House level. Because you can just, like, go through the door to exit.
Well, he took the fairies. I guess that means we lose.
Yep, GG.
Okay, the missing fairies do contribute to the rainbow there, though.
Sus.
Alright. Very long pipe here. Very sparkly pipe as well.
Another very good tune coming up. One of maybe one good tunes in this movie. Or movie.
Yeah.
Yep, it's a movie. Game.
I love
RAF the
Mario
movie.
I do too. It was good.
We pet Chris Pratt.
Also, I mentioned it briefly earlier, but that pipe on the left is where it would clip out of bounds in the Wii U version, and then fall down to World 4. But, like I said, they patched that out, so I'm not doing it here. And lots of spikes in this level.
Good catch in the chat. Of course, this is a movie. It's a World War I documentary.
True. Oh, that's not what I wanted.
Ooh.
Went a bit too far. That's okay. I can get a catsuit here, that's fine. This level is my catsuit restock level anyway. Grab another one from this box. And then... Ugh, okay. Just about avoided those spikes there.
A little scary. I was going to suggest maybe Mario could do this level. I don't think that he could.
Yeah, I would not
feels-
play this
Yeah,
level.
it feels pretty out of the realm of possibility.
I guess I could play Mario for, like, boss levels later. That might be okay. Or actually, the auto-scroller train level. You know what, I'll do that. Why not? It's an auto-scroller. Who cares?
We can give Mario an auto-scroller. It's a treat.
Yeah.
Does anyone care that Arju is drinking ginger beer right now? I think I care.
Who the hell is Arju?
Some outsider. You don't know.
What the heck is ginger beer?
What the hell is drinking?
It's a beer that has parents with red hair, so that it has red hair. I don't know.
Alright, this is another level I used to do as Peach, and I've since got good. Fun strat to grab that green star a bit earlier. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Not even close.
Yep.
Oops. I might die here. No, okay, that was very close to dying.
Nice. So Minnie needed to build up enough vectoring speed to traverse that distance, because needed to get a lot of height and speed to then cat dive and skip a small section and pipe warp.
Yeah. Alright, onto the auto-scroller, and yeah, this might end up going terribly, but I can't think of any reason that I shouldn't be able to just play Mario here. I'll do it for you.
Okie dokie. Let's go.
Okie dokie.
Mario.
Mario thing.
Imagine using Mario in a Mario game.
This is so cursed, I hate it.
Remember to pet the Mario.
Alright, yeah.
There we go.
Pet, 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 pet.
So you can knock the glasses off these guys. Pretty fun.
Oh, they look so bad without the glasses. Oh, I really hate
Yep.
that, actually. They look concerned.
Yeah, they look a lot better with them. Alright. Ooh. Little power block here. Some underwater pets.
Pet your cats when they're underwater, folks. This is my #1 piece of advice to you. It'll go great.
Another critical stamp avoidance.
Yep. Alright, and then back to Pom-Pom.
Again, Tatami mats on a train just feels like a recipe for disaster. There's an engine with a flapping lid there, like...
What do you mean it's perfectly safe?
I mean, not even speaking of flammability, just like, if a tatami mat gets dirty, you're never cleaning that thing. Like, it's gone.
Alright. Hope you enjoyed your Mario pets. I will never do that again.
Oh, we got. Oh wait, are fireworks fanfares always after these levels?
No, that was actual fireworks.
Hmm.
I think I had a 6.
Hmm.
I mean, I think there's always some fireworks, but
Yeah.
you still get extra. And yeah, I'm not great at avoiding the fireworks, but sometimes I can do it. Alright, this level is pretty cool. It has these invisible floors everywhere, which only show once you get near them. But I can actually point at them with the pointer to make them show, which I will be using a bit later, just to make a jump easier. But generally, I just kind of know where they are at this point. Oh!
Maybe we don't know where they are.
Maybe it just doesn't help at all. Oh my god, okay. I hate this green star. Let me just take it nice and slow. Don't want to lose this Kazu. I already had that green star, I'm stupid.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
I always confuse myself with that. Because if you pause and restart a level, you lose the green stars, but if you die, you still keep them, and I just forgot.
Yeah, the technicality.
Anyway, everything is fine. Alright, we got there in the end. Okay, and the next level is the final Peach level in the whole run. And it has a really cool strat, which I'm hoping that I can get first try. This is another level where you do actually want to play as Peach, just because hopefully you'll see this massive jump at the end. You kind of need to be Peach for it to work. But before we do the massive jump, I have some pretty big jumps. Very well hidden green star though.
This is a level where depth perception really comes into play.
Yeah.
And Minnie's going to try to not jump and grab the wall here.
Yes. And I do need this light box for this star. Gotta kill these boos. Okay, and then coming up here, big skip, which hopefully I can get. Nice.
Let's go. Nice.
Yeah, so normally you saw that moving platform just start moving. Normally you have to wait a very long time for that to go all the way to the end. But you can do some cool movement, landing on that torch on the wall to refresh my jump, and then bouncing off those dragons. And you can just skip the entire thing.
Are you running your splits right now?
I'm not, no. I was scared that my PC was too bad.
That might have been a gold there. I'm running your splits in the background, and that might have been a gold.
Oh, nice.
At least it was for the old ones you gave me 2 days ago.
It probably is then. And then this is the final Toad level. This one is, oops, about climbing as a cat. Do we have any cat pet donations?
We do have some donations. We have $10 from Kumis, who says, salute to minimini352 and everyone else working their butts off to make this event happen. Lovely extended community. Nya ya, run while you can. Thank you so much, Kumis, but that was not a cat pet donation. That was, in fact, a donation to enter for our lovely art prize. Just as a note, there is an art prize raffle going on. You can win a lovely piece of digital art by, I believe that this one is made by Joshua FE8. It is very nice. So that is a separate, like, incentive from petting the cat.
Nice. Thank you for the donation. Alright, and last green star. The end of Toad. Rip Toad. Alright, so we're coming up towards the end. We've just got one level, and then 2 boss fights. The final level.
And these are meant to be refights, but harder versions.
Yes. Okay,
So you
and also
Go ahead.
coming up in the last few levels, I'm going to be using a Tanuki power-up. So if you'd like any Tanuki pets, then that's your only chance. And then, okay, pretty big jump here. Oh, that was not good. Hold on. Okay, tried to do a backup landing on that pillar. Didn't quite work, but it's okay. We try again. This level is pretty tough. Yeah, that's not gonna make it easy. It's okay. It's okay. Got the backup. And then, yeah, here I grab my Tanuki suit. Oops. And with the Tanuki suit, I can do kind of a variation of a that I was told earlier to kind of just get a ton of speed in one go, which I am attempting to varying levels of success. That will be very important on the final level. Yeah,
As we are approaching the final level, I'd just like to point out to everybody that Save and Kill Grandma, Kill had a hearty lead at the beginning, but Save is creeping up there. It is only $10 behind. So folks, if you want to save Grandma and not let her wither away to a horrible fate, get in your donations now. That is our next run when that will be closing. I think around midway through the run. I am unsure on the timing.
yes.
But
yes. Okay, the final kind of normal level, I guess. And yeah, like I said, I'm going to be using this Tanuki power in the final level, and also in the final level, it's going to Meowser fight, and there's going to be 5 Meowsers at once. So if you'd like me to pet Meowser times 5, that's your chance at the very end of the run. But before that, we got...
donation gets you 5 pets, that's all I'm saying.
It does.
Luigi time.
Oops. Before that, we got refights with good old Motley Boss Blob and Histocrat.
I think this one's supposed to be the extra challenge is he jumps more. I'm not really sure what makes this one harder, but I guess he just jumps a bit more.
He doesn't jump more, but these like rings that are coming out
Yeah.
only exist in this one.
The shock waves, I guess.
Yeah. Alright, it's 2 hits. And then I'm supposed to do a cat swipe on the final hit because of the short animation, but I'm really bad at avoiding the rings if I do that, so I just go for a jump here anyway, even though it is slower.
Good anticipation.
No, didn't want to get the timer.
It's a good thing you got it. You were close to running out of time, and you almost got 420.
Yeah, that's true.
Almost got 420.
Yeah, at the end of a level, it does actually count down the seconds you had left, so getting that timer is actually time lost. Alright, one more boss. I have 169 stars.
And nice.
Luigi time.
Yep.
I guess my favorite number, Bowser Head B.
Yeah. Alright, and then I'm going to be doing the long jump and buffering the spin jump for this to get that instant first hit. And then the other hits are just very easy. And here I'm going to be switching back to my Tanuki because I want to use it in the final level. Because I'm going to be using the Tanuki suit to try and do a skip. The final level just happens to have the biggest skip in the whole run, called Meowser Skip. It's not really Meowser Skip, it's more like Meowser half auto-scroller skip. But I'm going to be trying to do a really, really giant jump using the Tanuki suit to skip like a bunch of auto-scroller.
And Mini needs a ton of speed on the two like major skips here. The first one is crossing a long gap that you use a platform, gondola, I don't know what you want to call it, but
Yeah.
first one he needs a lot of speed to traverse, and the next one he needs to build up quite a bit of speed to curve his way to the end of the level.
Yeah, so I mentioned crouch boosting earlier. This is where I really need to be good at crouch boosting, more so than vectoring. I don't even really try to vector here. I pretty much just go for crouch boost and Tanuki boost. Like that was not a Tanuki boost. Let me try again. Okay, that was kind of one. That was not great, but I got a bit of a boost there.
As
You
we
can
are
see-
entering... Oh, go ahead.
Float over that whole section. And then here is where I need to use my pointer to stop this Ferris wheel, I guess, from spinning, so I can use it as platforms to build up speed. Okay, that was... got a long jump by accident. I think this might be good. We'll
Pause,
see.
champ. Pause, champ.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh man, that's an unusual way to fail that.
Yeah, apparently I was... I'll try one more time. I'm gonna load my save to get my Tanuki suit back. Since I got that pretty quickly, I'll try one more time.
You can go ahead and speak if you need to, Kings.
Absolutely. As we are entering this final level, I would just like to let everybody know that we have a $10 donation from Etchy, who says, "Pet the grandma?" I'm confused, but it's got the spirit. That was to pet the cat. Is Bowser a grandmother? I think that's a question we don't want
might be.
answered. However, that $10 did tie up our current bid war for Save or Kill Grandma. But then we had another $10 from Arju also requesting to pet the Bowser, which has imbalanced it once again to kill Grandma. So, folks, if you want to save an old woman's life, there's a heated battle going for it right now.
What? Cannot get a good Tanuki boost. No. Okay. I can't keep trying this forever, but I want one more decent attempt. Oh yeah, and when you kill all the bullies, it spawns a green star, which is fun.
So if you see Mini do a long jump, you'll know that it's not going to work. So anytime that happens, he's going to go back and try and build up the speed again with crouch boosts.
Okay, I guess I'll try one more decent crouch boost and then just give up because I'm just not getting it right. We'll see. No, I'm not going for that. I'm just float down to the bottom. Right, that's unfortunate, but I tried.
Pretty close.
Let's hear it in chat for Mini, though. That, like, looked very difficult. And, like, even going for that in a marathon. Just fantastic job. Let's get some claps in chat.
Yeah, this is a trick I never used to go for. I was just, like, trying it for fun, basically. And I started getting it, but not good enough to go for it now.
And you got two good cracks at it, so that's pretty good.
Yeah. So yeah, if I got it, I would have landed basically where I am right now. So it would have skipped that whole first part of the auto-scroll. It does mean that we get to listen to the music though, because if you skip, there is music for the entire fight. So that is a redeeming quality here. Just gotta hit this power block. And he is dead.
Dead forever.
Alright, now while I did fail the Meowser skip at the start, I do still get to do a pretty big auto-scroller skip here for this second section. I'm going to be doing some more blind movement like I did in the 6th.
Just a reminder that we do have 2 banks in for the Pet the Bowser donation. So whenever you got time, that is 10 pets, because again, it's a 5-for-1 special on Bowser pets right now, folks.
Nah, we're not gonna forget.
Yeah. So yeah, some more blind movement, just to advance the auto-scroller, and then when I'm at the top of the tower, I will be remembering to pet this Meowser. There we go. And pet this one down here. And pet this one over here. And this one over here. And this one over here.
That's one round done.
Kind of had to avoid dying there, it seems.
Oh, was I supposed to do 2? Shit. Hold on.
I think
Let's see if I can pet the fairies.
Pet the fairies, yeah. That'll work.
Alright, Bowser is dead. I'm sorry. Maybe the fairies are grandmas. Okay, let's see if this works. We got 5 fairies. That's basically 5 Bowsers, right?
Yeah, that counts.
Yeah.
So, oh,
There
is
we
this
go.
petting? Yeah,
that
that
counts,
works.
yeah.
I'm pointing at them and then petting. Sure. There we go. And time now.
GG's.
GG.
Thanks.
And you were only 146 behind PB entering the final level, so that's not bad.
Already nice. Yeah, I didn't have splits up at all, so good. Cool. Yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. This game is very fun.
Alrighty. Thank you so much, Minnie, for that lovely run. Folks, we have so much more coming up for you for Rejects and Friends Cold Sweat. But that's going to be the end of my time on the mic. For now, I will be returning later for the Phantom Hourglass run by Pippi in a Top Hat. But I will be leaving you in the very capable hands of the lovely Squidwee. So look forward to that, and we'll see y'all after the break.